Good morning, students. This is Binesh Parmanik, your assistant teacher. Now on the screen you can see your book. Its name is Active Social Studies for Standard 7. Today I am going to explain the last topic of chapter 2, and the title of the chapter is the Regional Kingdoms. Today I am going to explain the first topic, the Somnath Temple, Gujarat. The Somnath Temple, located in the Kathiawar region of Gujarat, is one of the 12th Jyotirlinga shrines of Lord Shiva. The temple has been destroyed 6 times. It has been rebuilt every single time. The invasions of Mahmud were directed to the temple towns of Mathura, Thaneswar, Kannauj, and finally Somnath in the 1026 AD. Mahmud died in 1030 AD. Now, come to the next topic. The topic is the Ghurids. Ghur was a small kingdom like Ghazni. It is found today in Afghanistan. Muhammad of Ghazni had defeated the ruler of Ghor and had made him his vassals. After Mahmud's death, however, the Ghaznavids became weak. Taking advantage of this, Muizuddin Muhammad made Ghor independent once again. He also annexed all the Ghaznavid territories. Muizuddin Muhammad is properly known in history as the Muhammad Ghori. Next topic is Muhammad Ghori's invasions. Muhammad, the ruler of Ghor, captured Ghazni in 1173 and then he turned towards India. His objective was not to loot and plunder but to conquer India. His first invasion was directed against the Multan. In 1179, he captured the Peshawar. By 1191, Multan, Sindh, and Lahore became the part of the empire of Muhammad Ghori. As he crossed Punjab, he was opposed by Prithviraj Chauhan, the Rajput ruler of Delhi and Ajmer. Uh, a battle was fought between uh, Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori, and the battle was known as the First Battle of the Rhine in 1191. Muhammad Ghori was defeated in this battle, but in 1192 he came back to avenge his defeat. Prithviraj organized a confederacy of Rajput chiefs to meet the challenge, but the Jaichand, the ruler of Kannauj, refused to help him. In the second battle of the Rhine, Prithviraj was defeated and killed. After his remarkable success, Muhammad Ghori returned to Ghazni, leaving Kutubuddin Aibak, his trusted commander, in charge of his new conquest. In 1194, Ghori defeated Jaichand of Kannauj in the Battle of Chandwar. Muhammad returned to Ghazni. The next 3 or 4 years were utilized by Aibak in conquering many other territories such as Mathura, Gwalior, Bundelkhand, and Malwa. Another generals of Muhammad Ghori, uh, like Bakhtiar Khilji, conquered Bengal and Bihar. So, within a short period of time, a large part of the North India fell under the control of the Muslim invaders. In 1206, Muhammad Ghori was murdered. He had no son, so his empire passed into the hand of his generals. At Ghazni, he was succeeded by Alauddin, who was soon displaced by another general. But in India, he was succeeded by Kutubuddin Aibak, and he laid the foundation of new dynasty that is known as the slave dynasty. The next topic is struggle for Kannauj. Kannauj was the most important city in North India. The three dynasties, Palas, Gurjara Pratiharas, and Rashtrakutas, involved in a struggle just to take Kannauj in their control. The struggle for control over Kannauj came to be known as three-party struggle. That means three-sided struggle. The reason for the struggle was the location of Kannauj. It was such that whosoever held Kannauj could control the resources of the entire Ganga Valley. Here, resources means minerals, agriculture, and trade. The next topic is the Palas. The Pala kingdom came into being in about 750 AD. The founder of this dynasty was Gopala. Gopala was succeeded by Dharmapala. He ruled from 780 AD to 815 AD. He could control the Kannauj for some time. Devapala, son and successor of Dharmapala, annexed Assam and parts of the present-day Odisha. The Palas were defeated by the rulers of the Sena dynasty in 1204. Bakhtiyar Khilji planned the conquest of Bengal, then ruled by Lakshman Sena. Later, he stabilized himself at Lakhnauti and Lakshman Sena took shelter in eastern Bengal. The Palas were great promoters of religion, art, and literature. They spread of Mahayana Buddhism in Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, and Burma. Dharmapala improved the Nalanda University and also founded Bikramshila University. Devapala built the famous Mahabodhi temple at Gaya. So that's all for today, students. We will again meet with the next video. Thank you for watching.